Hi everyone, Paul Morbid here of Morbid Team Entertainment and Bolex Repair Philippines. Do you have a secret compartment located in your Bolex H16 that would allow you to apply oil for lubrication when needed? Let me show you where it is and you can find out for yourself. But first, do check out Bolex Repair Philippines, as we do have adapters M42 to C-mount to fit to your Bolex turret or vintage lenses such as this, and M39 to M42 to attach to both. We also have rubber eye cups for Bolex cameras. But now, moving on to the information needed. So where is this secret compartment in your Bolex? Well, it's right where my pencil eraser is. What you have to do to check if you have one on your Bolex, this is for anyone who has just purchased a Bolex and new to the Bolex camera, look between the top of the body and the bottom of the viewfinder. And there's a large bolt right here, a threaded bolt, and check up under there. Now, if you feel daring enough, you can add some oil in there, and let me show you how to do it. First, there would be 4 micro screws on the top of the viewfinder. You would have to unscrew that with a micro screwdriver. As many of you know on my channel, I leave mine open for students and anyone interested in the Bolex operations. So you just remove those screws, those 4 screws. You want to take this knob, this lever, and flip it up, forward, just like that. Alright, now you want to peek inside of here and take a look at the 4 areas, 1, 2, 3, 4, that you have screws in there, and you have to remove those. Next, I'm going to take your eye cup and push it out of the way just a bit. It's going to stop. Now, I'm going to start removing the 4 screws in here. Now, when you're doing this, and you get down to the last screw, what you're going to do, of course, is remove the viewfinder. When you do this, really just before, take caution to the eyepiece right here. You have to hold it because it'll fall right out. Pull this straight up, and there you are. And as you can see, this part will remove straight out. So you don't want to drop that on the floor. Take this and put it out of the way. Now, where is this secret compartment? Well, it's right here. Notice there's a opening on it, a slit on it for a flathead screwdriver. Take your flathead, turn it toward the left. Lift that straight out. Now you have an opening to where you could apply some oil if need be in there. If you're on the field, that type of a thing, you want to test the camera. But I will point out, this is not a quick fix for a CLA, clean, lubed, and adjustment. If you just purchased your Bolex from eBay or another online market, you're going to need a CLA unless it's been purchased from a person in one of our respected groups who has CLA'd the Bolex themselves. So again, this is not a quick fix. This is if you're in a spot and you need to test it and oil it. So how do you oil it? Let me show you. Now there are, of course, oiling bottles that you can purchase for precision equipment to add the oil in there. But let's say you don't have one of those, and even though they're inexpensive, you don't want to make one, or you can't, for whatever the reason. Here's how you can do it. You make your own. Need your oil bottle, and as many of you know on my channel, I make experimental horror films. So in my props I do have these items. It's a mask. You can get these at medical supply stores, and what I mean is generally if you have one already, and the tubing. If you have to go out and buy this stuff, it's probably going to cost you more than the tool, I would suppose. But what you want to do is you need some of the pipe with this connector. Alright? You want to take this tubing and measure it from the bottle and attach this just like so. There you are. And then you want to the other end, take a pair of scissors and cut off the end of it once you've previously measured how far it can go on the inside of the camera. Next, it's just a matter of tipping the oil bottle, pinching it to a certain degree, turn the oil up, giving it a bit of a squeeze, and out comes your oil, as you can see. And once you've done this, you can simply take the other end and apply this inside. You can actually look down inside of here and see where you need the oil. You don't want to take this stuff and just douse it all inside the camera. You can damage it. Hold it up, straight up in the air, looking down inside here, and you can apply some oil. To pour it back into the bottle, the remains, just hold it up, the tubing, and then it'll fall back down inside. Shake it back in there. Alright, so there we go. Now that's that one. So let's say that you have some 3-in-1 or 4-in-1, and this tip right here will be too large. You can simply remove this end by cutting it off and have 2 pieces of tubing rather. You get plenty. Open up your bottle. And put the tubing right on top. Just like so. And repeat the same process. So again, this is the area, the hole, where you can apply some oil if need be from your oiling tool or your handmade one. Again, this is not a substitute for a professional CLA, which you'll need to have performed every 2 years. If you're working in a dusty, sandy area, A new CLA is required every year and a half. And if you just purchased your Bolex from eBay or another online market or the like, never believe the seller's weasel clause. The minute you get your Bolex in, send it off for a CLA. Otherwise, it's going to lock up with all the old lubricants that are solidified. All right, reapplying the cap. Turn it toward the right. On a Bolex, the screws do not need to be overly tight. Next, take caution when picking up your viewfinder. Tilt it forward, just like so, because the eyepiece with the prisms inside can easily slide out. With that being said, on the bottom, there is, if you can see at the bottom of my pencil eraser, a long hole. You need to match that up with this hole and fit it onto the top of here. Those holes will align with this little pin that's right there. That is what will hold the eyepiece in. So I'm going to line this up here. And sometimes it even takes a little finagling, even for me. Okay, so I got it. As you can see, right here, you know it's locked on when it doesn't go any further. Next, reapply the 4 screws. And again, nothing needs to be overly tight. This would also be a great time to take your bulb and blow out the inside of the viewfinder, the eyepiece, to make sure there's no dust or dirt particles. That type of thing. Never blow your breath in here, because that can create fungus. Next, take the cover, make sure it's clean on the underbody, and simply apply it just like so. Slide it back, it'll slide right into place. Now, you would take your 4 micro screws and reapply them with your precision screwdriver. Again, I keep mine off, generally for film students when they have questions. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Do subscribe, click that bell down below, comment and share. Paul Morbid of Morbid Team Entertainment and Bolex Repair Philippines. Also visit us at Bolex Repair Philippines FB page. Until next time, see ya!